Hello, welcome to the Thriving Patriots channel. My name is Kristen, and this is a new experiment for me. I have had several social media outlets, including Twitter. I had a news channel there that actually was moving up to close to 800 people and came crashing down when everybody got taken off last fall. So I've stayed away, but the last couple of months, I really have been feeling led to create something new. So here I am. I feel like there's a few things that aren't being done or talked about on the channels that I watch, and that a lot of people are still wanting to talk about. Chats go so fast. So I'm hoping that we can do something a little bit different here. For an introduction, I just want to focus on a couple of things that there are a couple of people that are talked about pretty often. And something was hitting me this week. I ran into both their names. I feel like I need to get this out and share it to other patriots so you can share it as well. All right. So first off, and also I have a reminder that a year ago in July, if you were with the Patriots last year, do you remember what you were doing over 4th of July? You were taking a pledge, right? I was taking a pledge. You taking a pledge? So just as a reminder of that, I wanted to, give you that reminder. It's kind of hard to find things related to that at the moment because so many channels have been, either their content has been totally blocked. I know there's a lawsuit to try to get that content back. And I really hope that happens because, wow, we were sending a lot of our friends there or people to help get them red pilled. And now it's fewer places we can send people to, but I know we keep trying, right? Anyway, 1 second here. Like I said, this is just a reminder about last year. Where? I hope I still have it up. Here it is. And it's just a picture about the oath. And I don't know how many thousands of people took the oath, sent it in. There was also the compilation video, which was so cool. So, good little reminder. All right. So, now let's get into this word. Have you been watching and keeping up with Robin D. Bullock? There is, I think I have started watching in sometime late spring, I'm guessing. The show is called 11th Hour. And he may have some other shows too. That's the one that I'm familiar with. And his family, sorry about that, guys. His family, they'll have some worship music at the beginning, and then he'll deliver a word. There's some prophecy and prayer. So it's very good. And he is, I know he was on Rick's Blessed to Teach show recently. He was at the Gettysburg convention, or I don't know what you want to call that event. So if you have not checked out the show, here's an opportunity to. And let me bring that up for you. We're going to play just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, hold on to your seat.
Well, That's what the Lord said to tell today. Unless he says something else, this is what he has said to me. And I heard conversations. I heard things this morning. I saw people's faces. I saw them as they were moving around. And I saw concern. I saw the death in the whirlwind. I saw these things. I heard the Lord say, Mike Pence learned what repentance is. He said, do not talk bad about him anymore. So whoever that pertains to, take heed, because he's going to be a great help in the time ahead.
Bam. Okay. We have been wondering and wondering, and it looks like God wants us to know that he still has a role to play, and he has changed to a white hat of some kind. We'll see what happens there. Keep praying about that, but use your discernment as well. But to me, I have been tracking Robin for some time and feel like that is solid. But everybody's on a different track, so check it out, see what you think. 11th hour, and I will post a link on that, as well as potentially on my Facebook as well. We'll see. So the other thing related to prophecy is Prophet Mark Taylor, and he was the writer of the Trump prophecies, or actually that was sent to him by the Lord. He just took down notes as he was told, right? But Mark has been sight unseen lately for probably, has it been 3 months, 2 months? I think it's been over 3. And I know one of my friends and I were just talking about him recently, wondering the same question. Not that I'm asking all over the internet, but just, we were chatting about different things that came up. So he had on his Twitter that he really was not going to be on Twitter, or could potentially delete it until the next social media. I don't know if it was Frank or the one that potentially President Trump's team would create. I don't know, but he's been quiet. And the show that he was on weekly was called Spiritual Smackdown. And obviously, if you were followers, you know all this. In case you're not, and you've been wondering, you may have followed him on Twitter, other ways, but he has not been on that show with Chris McDonald in quite a while. And I guess Chris McDonald gets asked this all the time, every show. So I just wanted to go on record as saying he is still in touch with Chris on a regular basis. I don't know if it's weekly or more often, but they had just talked within a couple of days. This was within 10 days that this was broadcast, probably even less than that. But it wasn't Chris's brand new broadcast. I know that. And I just happened to catch it. I felt like there was a reason for me, and that I should let people know about this, and just find it helpful that he's fine. He's doing okay. He's laying low, as just getting rest. You know how hard these people who put on shows and these regular broadcasts, they're having quite a time, let alone people in the prophetic. It's hard. It's a drain on these folks. So keep them in your prayers, as well as we just have a lot to pray about these days, don't we? And related to Mark Taylor, another reason why I really wanted to bring this up, it bridges into something else I want to talk about, and that is home fellowships. That was one of the things he had been talking about from the first time I really had listened to him do any broadcast. And he brought it home most of the times I heard him talk. And I found it very interesting because I'd had that history. And two people that I happen to follow this summer have been led by the Lord to get out, cross the country, and help put together home fellowships for people and get them, encourage them to get started. Wow. Like that's no coincidence, right, folks? I mean, it just doesn't happen that way. So I just think that's wonderful. It's one more thing I feel like we need to pray about. And if you know some of those channels, or the two channels that I watch anyway, there could be others out there as well. But Daniel Lee, who I love his broadcasts anyway, they are very short, concise. You get a good roundup when you listen to one of his broadcasts. And then, and he's been on the road. So they went on kind of the southern trajectory. I know like San Diego, Anaheim, and then through the East Coast up to kind of, I guess, Raleigh. So they will work on northern states a little later. And then the other person is someone, I'll bring up her channel so you can see it. Midnight Cry with Deborah. And I've really gotten a lot of good, encouraging things from her channel. I will likely, there's been a couple of things that I've really had in mind to share with people as part of this channel. So you will be seeing more about her. I'll play some videos there, but there you can see just from 4 days ago, she'd been in Maryland, or getting ready to be in Maryland. I guess tonight she is in, is it Riva, Maryland? And that's fantastic. So keep them in prayer. That's just awesome, awesome. And then if you have not heard, like on my Facebook page, I have posted and will be posting some more things about revivals around the country, the history and some of the older ones. Do you guys remember there was it was headlines in some circles anyway, in Huntington Beach last year, and I don't recall the month, sorry, but there were, I don't know what the number ended up being, how many baptisms they had, but, they were bucking because California law about masks and all, they were still meeting. But it's amazing. So Jessie Green is her name, and I discovered her on Sid Roth. But she and her husband and kids in tow are in this weekend in Kentucky. And it is very close to where the Cane Ridge revival took place. And if you have studied the Cane Ridge revival in the 1800s, there's talk about the land and area around it. I don't know, how far, being, quote, electric with the glory. And wow, is that not amazing? So I just wanted to bring that up as also something to pray about. I will be posting a lot of things. Jessie's, their ministry is called Saturate Global. And I follow her on Instagram as well. But there's been a lot of videos, so I may share some things. But they were planning on, I was really surprised they had any social media posts. But because they said I want to say Thursday, that they were going to just shut down for a while, and they did. But I have seen a few posts here and there, and it's just amazing. Like I really wanted to get out there. That's just something that I think is pretty miraculous, and there will be more. That's, just getting warmed up. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for checking out my channel. I would like to also get into some things where we are sharing information about what we're doing locally and regionally. So don't forget that, both on video as well as Facebook. I will be posting some questions because I would love to get feedback from all of you. I think the whole key to this channel is, what have you done or going to do since that pledge? Like it's not just sharing information. We got to get in there, folks. So keep that in mind. Have a great and great week, and go out and thrive all you can. All right. Thanks so much.